The King has returned for Friday live streams. Hello and welcome, one and all, to another 3C Friday Live. It is so nice to see your faces again and be here with you in the great states of the U.S. That's me making out with the ground and not making out with my crotch, okay? Let's just put that to rest already. Jeez, okay. Starting off strong. Someone just said stop. Just stop. My mom's in the room, dude. Come on now. What is that? All right, we've got a lot of wonderful things to discuss here today. We actually have a bunch of cool topics that I want to get into and things to discuss. I know you guys have questions about my trip. There's only a couple of things I can answer because I don't want to give too much away from the vlog and can't give any spoilers, but I'll try answering any questions you got. But some of the topics we're going to be discussing here today, guys, is we got a big Terrifier 4 update that just happened here. We know what holiday Art the Clown's going to be terrorizing. Minecraft movie. There actually been some set photos, and I keep forgetting to talk about them. We're finally going to talk about the Minecraft movie 2 set photos. The Backrooms. It had its first premiere at Beyond Fest. People have gotten to see it. We're getting some reactions. We're going to take a look at those. Jimmy Gunn thinking Deathstroke and Bane movie definitely needs to happen before Wonder Woman, Flash, or a Green Lantern movie. We're going to talk about that. And Matt Reeves broke the internet last night by giving us our first taste of the Batman Part 2. If I'm 10 feet and Matt Reeves is 7 feet, that's me kissing the top of Matt Reeves' head. I don't think I'll be allowed to be at the premiere now. All right, we've got so much to discuss here, but I just want to see how you guys are doing, man. What's going on in the world? What's new? What are you getting your mom and the missus for Mother's Day? I've actually been freaking out about that, Chad. It's the first Mother's Day for my lady. Forget my mom. Who cares about my mom? No, my mom's in Corpus. I already spent some time with her, but no, this is the first Mother's Day for my lady. She birthed my child. I got to witness her pain, her suffering, her screaming, and then a little me coming out of her. I just get her a rose and say, "Good job. I hope this helps with them stitches." What do you get somebody that you just saw through? It was like a horror movie, but in the best way possible, man. I hope some of you guys get to experience that someday. Just being in the room while someone's giving birth, all the screaming, all the TMI, too much information, but I thought it was crazy, man. It was wild, beautiful experience. I don't know why I'm still talking. If my wife was here, she'd be like, "Shut up, stop, get her a popcorn bucket." Hey, I know you pushed out my son. Where genetically we have giant heads. Here's the Dune popcorn bucket. You won't need popcorn, just plenty of butter. Plenty of it. It says don't go into detail. No, I'm not gonna go into detail, but it was just crazy. I was so unprepared for that day. Literally. All right, I gotta shut up and move on. Give her the Shao Kahn bucket. Get her a magic mic. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to my local stripper and be like, "Hey, dudes, anybody got the moves like Mr. Tatum? I'd love to pay you. Do me a favor." All right, let's get into some stuff. Okay, so let's start off with this Terrifier 4 news, okay? We got good stuff going on there. Terrifier 4. As you guys know, this movie is going to be happening sometime soon. I think they're getting stuff ready. Damien Leone's putting all his ducks in order. It seemed like they were maybe going to start filming the movie last year, but that didn't happen. Things got delayed, pushed back, of course. I understand a lot of big pressure because this is also set to be the final Terrifier movie. I'm pretty sure we'll get more Art the Clown, but whether it's in the same timeline, Damien makes a deal with a studio and Art goes more Hollywood, or it'll be a thing where we don't have Art the Clown movies for like 10 years, then one day, hey, Terrifier 5 happening. We're horror fans. We know how this works. It's the last movie for right now. Either way, we're going to get Art the Clown's backstory. Damien was kind enough to give us that scoop when he was here at the horror convention in Texas. He told us the first 15 minutes, you're finally getting Art the Clown's backstory. I can't wait to see that. But one thing that has happened in the movies is art is always terrorizing a holiday. The first two movies were set on Halloween, and the third movie, we got Christmas. And well, Damien Leone has now informed us that the next movie will be taking place on New Year's Eve. He took to Instagram where he let us know no space, no Easter Bunny. Art's bringing in the new year. Okay, a lot of possibilities to what we could have going on in there. Okay, so for one, the new year. Well, I'm not gonna say it was like the craziest holiday, or I'm not up and down. 'Cause, I mean, once you start doing holiday-based movies, right? Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, President's Day. I don't know, Mother's Day. I could get Art the Clown to show up for my lady. Oh, we figured it out. That's what the present's gonna be. But New Year's just, I think, makes sense in the moment because the last movie ended around Christmas. I think we're going to pick up immediately after that and tell the story as it goes on from there. So I think that's just the point. And in fact, when I was on Damien Leone's Instagram, someone did ask him, let me see if I can find it right now. Someone did ask him straight up. It's like, oh, does that mean it's taking place the same year, a couple days later, or are we going whatchamacallit, to like 2 years later, just said on New Year's. And Damien did respond by saying, no, it'll be the same year, just a couple days later, right after 3. So that's kind of why they're doing it. It could work. It could be fun. I'm sure they can ring in a lot of interesting things. I think the first thing I thought of is Art loves his glasses. That's just been like a thing he does where in the second movie he popped on. Oh, where I got them bad boys here. Oh, don't you want to see my Art the Clown now? Yeah. Gonna get back into the sound biting game. I've forgotten what ones I have. But then in the third movie, he had the Christmas shades all looking good. And what is like the most common, in fact, almost annoying type of sunglass for New Year's is them glasses that should have died in 2010. I'll give it 10, maybe 2009 it should have died. But back when these glasses were popping and everybody, it made sense. The two O's were there, okay, yeah. And then when they kept going and it was like, okay, like 2000, what did 2017 glasses look like? I want to see that. Bruh. Okay, I guess turn the one a little bit. What these diabolical, awful glass? Look at this. They just put a circle in the one. They fattened up the one and said, "Yeah, sell them glasses." 2020 should have brought them back. Let's see if they did it right, dude. You'll be surprised. You think it's obvious how the 2020 glasses should look? Let me show you how some people mess that up. All right, let's see. What is this? Bro, the circle is right there, and they just put it. These glasses piss me off! Who is the engineer that was like, oh, this circle? Nah, right in the 2. Hole punch it, buddy. Hole punch it. What is, I don't even know, but at least they tried here. These look handmade. Etsy. If you want to be the guy who brought his own glasses to the New Year's party, order these on Etsy. Had to do it 3 weeks in advance. They came from Canada. Some girl named Giselle. Yeah, she's got a whole store. You want some? I'll get you some. Yeah, I got the hookup. That's your auntie with a smoke problem. Um, these makes, yeah, just forget the numbers. Just, you want glasses to say New Year's, there you go. Okay, I don't know how we got into this tangent. Oh, dude, what? Ow. Nuke them. Whoever designed these, Art the Clown, go to them first. What is this? What year is even this? Because yes, you have the 2026, but then you also have the other O. Is this the year 20,026? I can't. It's not. I'm done. But Hey, they got to keep it up, right? The sunglasses have been a thing. He's going to take the sunglasses off somebody and put them on. In fact, what year is the movie set in? Because now that I'm thinking about it, they're not going to say 2027, right? So the first one came out. And it takes place right after. So is this technically? Oh my God! I was just talking about 2017. That's when the first one came out. That's crazy. Launched with Terrifier in 2017. The second one was in 2022. Because the second one and the first one take place on the same night. So we've technically still been in 2017. So Art is going to have to bust himself out some 2017 glasses. This is all crazy. Chris, it's Chris's year. Yeah, that'll be my year. I'll be dead and gone, but my cameo in Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey will live. Somebody's got to check it out by then, right? Third time a time jump. Third has a time jump. Good. Thank you for reminding me about that. I forgot about that. Okay, third does have a time jump. So we're like maybe he'll be in the year 2020. I don't know why this matters anymore, why I'm making such a big deal. Art the Clown is back. Okay. But along with that, there's more things we could talk about here. So Art was already in a Halloween costume for the first two, right? So he's got the Halloween costume. But then the third movie, Christmas time, he took a Santa outfit. What does he do for New Year's? Does he rock on a baby New Year outfit? Because whenever they tell you put your baby New Year outfit on, that's getting your diaper. Are we going to see Art just rocking a baby New Year diaper? That could be a possibility. That could be one. I don't wonder my Art try some coke. What does that have to do with Lady Liberty? I did see some people say like maybe the movie will take place in New York. I don't know. He was taking a bus at the end. Uncle Sam? Well, that's 4th of July. What does that have to do with New Year's? Get your diapers, C3. Yeah, get that. I'm thinking shiny disc. You know what? Maybe that's it. A disco ball. Either way, there's got to be some New Year type kills, but admittedly, it's one of those holidays that doesn't have all that much. Like I'm thinking maybe a firework kill. Because you got to throw some fireworks up for the new year. There's got to be the ball drop, so maybe a big old disco ball or something drops. Either way, we know they're going to get creative. They're going to get fun with it. I'm excited for it. Again, it's just sad that this is kind of like the last one right now. It seemed like it was on this big upswing, but maybe, Damien wants to take this wave he's gotten and do other projects. You also just don't want to burn it to the ground too quickly. It's still on this high right now, so perfectly fine. I'm just more curious the day they reboot Terrifier, because I do think that'll happen, and Damien has talked about that before in interviews where big studios have approached them, whether that's like a Paramount, a Universal, a Warner Brothers, about how about we lock in Art for a movie with us, and that he gets that studio money. But Damien's whole thing is no, he knows once he does that, they'll have to be R-rated. And these movies are not R-rated. Some people think they're R-rated. No, they're NC-17. They're unrated. And this is as bloody, as grotesque as they can get. I think we're going to see a big difference when they finally go to the studio system and they're a little more censored. And with the way Art works, man, you can't really censor him. This dude does what he does in the most graphic way possible. But we'll see. I'm down to see it all. I'm curious about this. So yeah, Art the Clown. Happy New Year. We'll see how that ends up. I wonder how they're going to end the story and all that. That's mainly what I'm curious about. All right, let's take this off. All right. Minecraft Movie 2. This is a crafting table. Minecraft. Okay, so as you guys know, we are headed into the second Minecraft movie. It almost made $1 billion, that first one. In fact, how far? I think it was like $20 million off. Though they were trying to milk those screenings. It was 40 million away from $1 billion, which, hey, whatever. That's still a lot. And we all figured it would hit or come close to that $1 billion mark. So a sequel popping out isn't a surprise. And well, this one Minecraft account. What is this? What is Lily doing to Jesse? Oh, okay. All right. We're gonna explore that later. Let's just go to the Minecraft movie update. Lily pad, no. Okay. What we have here. So one of the first ones that came up, this was a couple days ago. Well, no, it's been almost a month. April 30th. Hasn't been that long. 8 days ago. We got one of the first set photos from the set of them filming, and we have here kind of a reveal of what Steve has been up to since the Minecraft movie. He has opened his own little, like, I guess, food on the go business, Steve's Lava Chicken. It's lava chicken, Steve lava chicken. Yes, take that. Ow, ow, I forgot the lyrics so well. Chuglass, Idaho, home of Steve's. Oh, bro is famous. Bro's lava chicken. If they have a sign when you enter the. Okay, I was making fun of it, but home of Steve's lava chicken. His chicken went platinum or something. I don't even know. Because they killed the potato chip factory in the first movie. That was a plot point, that they ran hundreds of people out of work in this small town from the chip factory. Okay, cool. Well, here's a photo of Jack Black, who's gearing up to be on set, so he's starting to film his scenes. Pretty cool little portrait that they got of him. And then again, just a close up of it. So to me, okay, kind of makes sense. Chud glass. Okay, sorry, I thought it said chug glass. You know what? It's fine. I think it's very clear what they're doing here, and they're gonna fully lean into the memeness of Minecraft because they felt maybe that's what worked. I do think when you start leaning into the meme, it's just not as funny, or it doesn't. You're trying too hard, and all the kids are gonna be like, "All right, Unc, Steve's Lava Chicken, I don't care about that anymore. Give me something new." But maybe it'll be just as hyped as crazy. I still wonder if all the movie theaters will be as wild as they were during the Minecraft era. But here, where Steve is looking to be serving his own lava chicken, and it seems to be famous enough in the town, that could be for an interesting plot point. I still also want to see how they incorporate Kristen Dunst's character of, oh man, I forget her, Alex. Her character's name's Alex, what that's going to involve. I'm surprised Steve didn't stay in the Minecraft world, because it seemed like that's what he wanted to do. But I guess that was his arc in the movie. Is like, oh, yeah, I don't have to stay here. So he's living real life and he's doing good. But all right, Steve is going to be selling his fame. Maybe it's a both worlds thing. Maybe like his day job is to like go into the real world, sell the lava chicken. And when it's time to clock out and go to bed, bro's headed in through the Ender portal and gearing up on chicken from the Minecraft world and selling it to humans. Maybe there's actually something there. That feels like PETA should be on him and probably arrest him. But okay, I like it. I think it'd be good. Uh, I'm a crazy villager banging a human. It's crazy a villager, but that'll be funny if that relationship is still going. What if they have a baby? I would like to see the villager and Jennifer Coolidge baby that they have. Oh, your head is so big. Oh, I'm the principal of the Minecraft movie. I can't do a Jennifer Coolidge. Her voice is really, really cool, though. I just remember, your head is so big. All right, but that's awesome. So you guys see, Steve's Lava Chicken is a full-on food, famous in the town restaurant. How do you feel about that? Good plot point or not? Well, I will say this. I thought it was so weird. It seemed very obvious to me, did it not? Like the end of the Minecraft movie should have them been inventing the Minecraft game and that making them famous. But by the end of the Minecraft movie, they just make like a Street Fighter game. Let me see if I pull that up again. Where is there a photo of it? I'm not gonna be able to find. Let me see. Maybe there's a video of the ending. I was like, how is that how you end it? Obviously, you make the Minecraft game, and instead they made like a beat 'em up game. And I was like, what? Mongolish. Yeah, that was an interesting choice. He has a jetpack now. They just went full. We don't care. This movie is whatever it is now. All right, good stuff. Minecraft. You excited? You not? Let me know. Steve's Lava Chicken. Yeah, it's tasty as hell. They're not game designers, Unc. I mean, they made a game either way. It's also a movie. If you told me that they made the Minecraft with everything that happened in this movie, I don't think that'd be at the top of my list of how'd you do that? No. Forget Ender Pearl and Flint and Steel. How did you code that? I would have just we just saw a kid with a jetpack, and that's what you're they're not coders, Chris. But they're engineers who can manufacture a jetpack. I'm quitting the live stream business. All right. Next subject. Okay, the Backrooms. Oh, still extremely excited for the Backrooms. In fact, let's start with this photo Jason Blum posted that I thought was pretty funny. Jason Blum over here posted a photo with the stars of the internet, okay? Here we have Curry Barker, who's about to be big with Obsession. In fact, just got a text from my editor that he finished my review for Obsession, so it looks like I'll be able to post that after today's stream. Kane Parsons, who's directed The Backroom, and James A. Janice just there in the back. But it's very funny because these two just finished directing a movie that are coming to theaters, and James just there like, check out the new kill count. I think I even saw his wife, Chelsea, also laugh at it because it is kind of a funny photo. Let's see here. She said, yeah, Chelsea here. Laugh my ass off. I'm crying. It's pretty random. But Jason Blum, hey, he's paying respects. And if anybody's going to offer me a job, it'll be Mr. Blum. Because right now, he's all into these YouTubers turned filmmakers. So Blum, hey, don't hit me up yet. I'm not ready. But hey, maybe one day. Either way, Backrooms. We got the first reviews. People got to see the movie. They're talking about it. So let's go into some of these reviews here. So let's start off. This one's long, but okay, let's do it. Kane Parsons' Backrooms is wild stuff. A wholly unique and original horror film that freaks you out and creeps you out while luring you deeper into its eerie liminal nightmare. The kind of movie that gets under your skin and stays there. For a film full of empty rooms and long hallways, I love how captivating it is from start to finish. It never gives you all the answers, and that lingering mystery makes it even more unsettling. I left the film and immediately wanted to talk more and read more and watch more about it. Chiwetel Ejiofor and Renee Revency are fantastic anchors in something that is super odd and mysterious, but also very entertaining. Would definitely recommend. I've been seeing really positive reviews. Here's another one here. Kane Parsons' Backrooms is a trip. A brilliant, frightening vision, beautifully claustrophobic, pulse pounding, and freaky AF. Superb world building, edge of your seat suspense, and earned scares. Renee Remsen and Chiwetel Ejiofor are terrific. Danny Verm's production design, a star. Let's go into some other ones here. Here we have someone that just kind of listed off some of their thoughts. Backrooms, one crazy song pool, incredible visuals and performances, less jump scares than you think. Fans will be very satisfied with the Easter eggs in here. Your question is answered in the first scene. If you're reading this, you'll love it. If not, maybe not. Okay. This is someone that maybe had, kind of like a tougher time where they're like, still trying to form my full thoughts on Backrooms, but I will say that there's a certain sequence in this that got my blood pumping so fast that I had no choice but to close my eyes. A very promising start for Kane Parsons as a filmmaker. Okay, I think this was probably the most negative review or most kind of mixed review on the movie. It says here, Backrooms is a promising feature directorial debut for Kane Parsons, as he takes what worked best in the web series, the uncanny terror of liminal space, and brings it to the big screen with confidence and a unique voice. This is a horror film that demands patience from its audience, as its foreboding atmosphere, camcorder POV filmmaking, and inventive production design slowly, quietly builds tension before finally unleashing it. While the story occasionally loses some of the ambiguity that the original concept so chilling, Two strong performances for Chiwetel Ejiofor and Renee Remsen help ground the film as it descends deeper into psychological labyrinth of dread and insanity. It may not have fully lived up to the hype for me, but there's a lot of potential to expand upon what's presented here should Kane decide to revisit the seemingly never-ending world. Okay, mouthful there. And there's a ton of reviews going on right there. And there are some people that I think are reaching a bit in trying to read too much between the lines in these reviews. Let's see here. A thread of my review. I did not enjoy the film as others did. Let me start off with the pros. The acting held by Chiwetel Ejiofor had my jaw dropped. I adored Renee's facial expressions and subtle gentleness throughout the movie as well. Very complex characters. Okay, all right, here we go. More pros. Visual and score incredible. Practical sets and a mix of Kane Parsons' score was insane to witness. Some scenes were more obviously done by Blender, but within the movie actually made sense. Not on now onto the negatives. Okay, the negatives. Pacing, very slow burn. Not that I don't like slow burn movies, but God, did this one feel like an alone at home movie that I need a nap through. Also, the climax is extremely generic. The buildup is interesting, but ends predictable and very underwhelming. Another negative is the story. The story is somewhat captivating with its original nature, but it's executed super slowly and lacks depth. Okay, so that's actually the most negative review I've seen. I thought it was that other one. It's this one that I just read for the first time. Okay, so gathering up all the thoughts that I was seeing from people who got to see the Backrooms, the main takeaway is if you're a fan, he did what you wanted and he delivered something that is suspenseful, that is built within the world, and that'll keep you on the edge of your seat at times. It looks like if you're not so much a fan or you're not into slow burn movies that maybe take a bit of build up, this won't be for you. Now I'm gonna say something, Chet. I'm gonna say something hey, don't get on to me, okay? I never got too much into Kane Parsons' Backrooms shorts online because for me it was analog horror sometimes isn't my thing because it's just a little too slow. It's a little too not much is happening and you definitely have to immerse yourself. And I'm not saying that's bad. I totally get why some like analog horror, but I always found myself like I just watched the first Kane Parsons Backroom skit and I was like, I liked it for the first like 2 minutes, but after a while of just walking a room and nothing happening, it just lost my interest a bit and I felt like, okay, I kind of get it. But then it was more the way the internet took on the Backrooms and other people made shorts. Other people built lore. It became a meme of someone who like falls and now they clipped into the Backrooms, right? And so like the concept in itself more drew me. And when the movie was being made, I think that was my biggest fear is that it was just going to be a lot like the short of just kind of like the found footage camcorder slow thing. But when we saw the trailer and it's like half and half, some camcorder stuff, some traditional things, and even just the way it's set up with them finding the spot, that to me seemed very appealing, and it made me much more excited and put me at ease. These reviews don't make me think I will be someone that'll dislike the movie. I think it lives up to exactly what I want. It does suck to hear that maybe if it's generic in the climax or predictable in some aspects, but it super excites me to hear that the climax of it though is still heart pounding and that there is still some great performances because there is a great cast in there. Like Mark Duplass is a character in the movie they really haven't shown off in the marketing. I'm curious to see what he does. You will see some people kind of nitpicking and reaching a bit because a lot of these reviews will use the phrase a solid start, maybe has a good future and on there. And that's also kind of what some people were saying about Chris Stuckman's movie Shelby Oaks when, they weren't that big on it, but they could tell Chris does have an eye for filmmaking. Maybe he just doesn't have the best sensibility in writing, right? And so you saw a lot of reviews say it's a promising start, and that sometimes feels like the nice way of saying movie's okay, but maybe he could do something better if he continues on, right? Aside from that, but again, at the end of the day, the dude is 20 years old. That's such a achievement right there, right? And it's his first directorial debut, and he's only ever really done these shorts on YouTube. If his first debut is something like this, where it's like showing building tension, world building, and some things are I feel like that's to be expected, right? We can't all just be Steven Spielberg at like 21 making Jurassic Park. How old was Steven when he made Jurassic Park, by the way? I think he was probably like 30. uh, uh, when he did Jaws, he was 27. Okay, that's still pretty young though, but for Jaws. But all I'm saying is, I'm giving some leeway. The kid's young. Kid's 20, right? I feel like it's gonna be good. You mean Jaws? Okay, Flickinger. Look at him, man. Look at us, dude. What are we doing with our lives, man? I just starred in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. You're doing live streams every now and then, and this 20-year-old is working for A24 making a movie. We failed, Flickinger. We got to hit the reset button. We got to. It happens, right? So, yeah. Someone said, you sound jealous. Oh, incredibly. I'm not even joking. Yes, of course I'm jealous. That's awesome. But I'm jealous in a way where I'm still happy for this dude because that's such an awesome opportunity. Just like I'm jealous of Kari Barker and what he's able to do. But at the end, I know that it's my own fault for not pushing myself in that forward. But I am never going to let my jealousy actually taint my love and excitement for this, because with all these reviews, still extremely excited for the Backrooms. And I think the Backrooms also has like potential for sequels, whether they are with Kane or other filmmakers. Just think about all the fun you could have exploring the Backrooms. And now that they've set up, like you could clip anywhere, you could be in any setting, and all of a sudden there's an entrance into the Backrooms. I think this could be a fun franchise. So it's good to know that the reviews, I think right now, are positive. They're good. There's maybe a few things as like tame your expectations, but overall, I think it's good. Yeah. So yeah. Jaws baby, the Bat Goons. Now there we go. Hey, the hub, get on it. What is this place? Good stuff. Reset button. All right. Let's move on. You guys see these reactions though for the Backrooms? I didn't know there was. Is this game fun? I just saw this right now when searching. Is the Backroom games actually fun? I'd actually like to check that out. All right. You guys let me know. All right, let's move on to this thing that Jimmy Gunn is doing. Oh my gosh. So we got the announcement of this. Well, we've known for a while, but I was always like, this is not real, right? And now it's becoming more of a reality. We just got revealed by Deadline that the Deathstroke and Bane project that's in the works is now moving more forward and is becoming more of a reality. They currently have right now Greg Mottola, who directed Superbad, couple of episodes of Peacemaker, is right now the front runner to direct the movie. It's still in the early stages, and a script hasn't come in yet. That is the interesting part to me. A script hasn't come in yet. The reason I find that interesting is because if you've been following James Gunn in the DCU, one thing James continuously preaches when being the head of the DCU is not making a movie until I get a script. And if you send me a script that is good, I will greenlight your movie. And that's kind of what happened with Clayface. He didn't have plans for Clayface to be one of the early movies of the DCU, but because Mike Flanagan had an idea, wrote the script, sent it to James Gunn, he liked it, he said, all right, let's make this. And then we got going, right? So on movies that he has planned but don't have a script, to me, then those are movies that are important or vital in setting up his larger DCU world. And again, as someone who like still wants the new Wonder Woman, would like them to try again with Flash, even would appreciate a Green Lantern movie, but I'll take the TV show we're getting. Out of all those characters, and we still don't have a Batman in the DCU, out of all that, to make a Deathstroke and Bane movie, okay, this must be something else. Like that, it's a Deathstroke and Bane movie, but it must be more than that. It can't just be, hey, let's just pair up Deathstroke and Bane and see what they get into. We know that right now the plan was it Savage Land? What's it called? Savage Land DCU. That's what they are building towards, or was it? You guys remind me. It is Savage Land, right? Or is it something else? You guys, I forget the name of it. It's something land. But we found out from the end of Peacemaker that the salvation. There we go. Savage Land is something else. Salvation, whatever. Google will fix it for me. There we go. Where in this comic run, they basically, all the villains are sent onto a planet, and then they have to basically amongst themselves try to figure out a way to survive. There's all this hierarchy. The Lex Luthor and Joker have like a fight and are battling for power, and that's where Peacemaker ended up. Is this like alternate dimension? Because James Gunn said it's not a planet that you can go fly to. It's an alternate dimension, and it'll most likely be connected to Brainiac, is what I'm thinking with Man of Tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe that's what the Bane and Deathstroke movie is once they've rounded up all these villains, they've thrown them onto the planet. Well, now they got to survive because it's nothing but villains who are just wanting to fight and battle each other. I guess we'd get a movie where they're the center characters in trying to, I don't know, just take over Salvation Land. That could be it. This reminds me a lot to whenever we had the Trench movie. You guys remember the Trench DC movie? This was something that was in the works. It was called The Trench. It was going to be produced by James Wan. And that's what it was called at the time. It's like they were going to give us a movie of The Trench, these characters from Aquaman. And we were all like, why? Like, what do we need a movie about them? Yeah, they were creepy and weird in that movie, but do they really deserve their own spin-off film? And then years later, we found out The Trench was actually just code for a Black Manta prequel movie. And with how much I liked Black Manta in the Aquaman films with Yahya Abdul-Mateen, is it third or second? I was like, oh, dude, I actually would have liked to have seen that. That wouldn't have been a bad idea. But again, this is what I mean. Is this Deathstroke and Bane movie on the surface, it can't just be about Deathstroke and Bane. It must be code for something else, right? I think Deathstroke and Bane are also part of a team, right? In the comics. Deathstroke, Bane, team. It's like something 6. Team comics. I forget the name of it, but they're like part of some team in the comics. Yeah, here we go. The Secret Six. There we go. This is the name. So like maybe it's a Secret Six movie wherein it's them trying to do a version of Suicide Squad, Thunderbolts, or Guardians of the Galaxy for the umpth time. But okay. I really hope if they bring Catman, which is that the name of this guy? I don't know much about him, but I would love for him to be played by Alan Ritchson. I just think that'd be a funny character for him to play. Just the cat guy. I feel like he would actually pull it off. But okay, maybe it's that. It's a version of that kind of movie. Either way, because there's not a script, it must be somehow vital to his overall plan and what we have going on. So, all right, I'm willing to check it out. This director could be fine. It's just, again, such a weird choice. I'm like, I know we say it all the time, like, okay, DC doesn't have to copy. Why not? Just do it. I'm not going to complain. Just start your universe with a Batman, a Superman, a Green Lantern, a Wonder Woman, a Flash movie, and then your Justice League film. Just copy it works. Why not? Just do it. We'll see though. You guys let me know. Deathstroke and Bane movie, you excited for it? You like this creative team member? How do you think this fits into the overall universe? What do you think the secret code for this movie is? You guys let me know. All right. Well, speaking of Batman, dude, Matt Reeves broke the internet yesterday. I still have Matt Reeves' tweets on alerts, so anytime the Matt Man posts something, immediately it's and I go, oh. And whenever he posted yesterday, I immediately sat up and got, it was like this from Tenet exactly. I was like, oh, I just woke up, we've been risen, and the entire timeline was flooded. So he started off with these test photos with the hashtag snow tires. And this right now is him getting ready, testing out lenses, cameras, lighting, all for when they actually start filming. So cameras have not officially started rolling. Don't think we should be expecting set photos of Robert Pattinson or anything like that anytime soon. We're probably still maybe a month or a couple weeks away from actual production beginning. This is just something that they do so that they have the right equipment to film what they want, and then they don't have to tinker with it on the day of set. So because the movie now, because this now confirms snow tires, and we were told that the Batman Part 2 takes place right after Penguin Season 1, and that literally ended with snow falling and Penguin looking out into Gotham. We are going to get our snowy Gotham movie. Oh man, and I just thinking again how beautiful Batman Returns was, which I still is maybe one of my favorite looking Batman movies. All the snow scenes that they had going on there and the way Gotham looked, like it was just gorgeous. Uh I thought it was so beautiful looking. I still think the best Gotham we've ever had. I like the Matt Reeves version and all that. But this Gotham is just unmatched, unbeaten. Just look at these shots, man. Like we did not appreciate how good all of this looked at the time. So to think Matt Reeves is gonna attempt to, one up this and put his own staple on a snowy Gotham, bring it, buddy. Okay. And also, just this, if they're filming test footage of snow hitting the Batmobile on these icy roads, a Batmobile snow chasing? Yes, dude. Just imagining how Batman can use the icy roads to his advantage if the other cop cars are not well prepared for that. Also makes me wonder, are they even going to upgrade the Batmobile a little bit? Is it going to change? Because this shot right here looks just like the same Batmobile that we got in the last time. So maybe not everything will be upgraded. I don't mind that. I still really like this car. Maybe a twink here in a tweak, not a twink. Okay, get Robin in the passenger seat. A tink here and there could make it a lot cooler. But yes, love the snowy setting. I can't wait for the look of all that. But that wasn't the only thing he revealed. The next thing, like I was already having my bats go everywhere after I read this next thing by Matt Reeves, who was having a lot of fun. He was pulling a James Gunn and just tweeting nonstop. So one, he confirms it was just a test. He says, sure is, just a test. Then we had someone post this photo of Batman in the snow, bloody beaten, and he hearted it. And this was foreshadowing, guys, because next up we got one of the better Batman news accounts saying, my biggest effing dream is to see in live action a bloody Batman in snow. I really hope this means it's happening. And Matt says, indeed it is. Oh, bro. That go back to this photo now. Now we know why he hearted this photo before that, because Matt already has a shot like this in his mind for Robert Pattinson's Batman. This might be how he ends up getting the new bat suit. He's going to get pummeled, destroyed, beaten, bloodied. We're going to see Robert Pattinson's Batman the way I like this shot here from Ryan Gosling in Blade Runner. That's such a good shot too. This, I mean, we're literally just going to see him just on the floor, beaten, bloodied. Oh, something in the way. Bro, yes, dude. Now, that also brings up a lot of questions, though, dude. Who is in this movie that could put Batman in this position? That's the one thing I do hope they expand a little bit more. That is kind of the point of these movies. We were seeing Batman grow. The first movie got a lot of flack because Batman wasn't perfect. He didn't exactly know the answer to all the riddles. He was still learning that, like, that's the point of an early year Batman. He's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna learn from them and evolve. And I think Matt Reeves is gonna perfectly showcase that. So I think in this movie, it's gonna showcase how much tighter his mindset and detective skills are, because that was at fault a little bit when he was with the Riddler. But one thing we really haven't seen is kind of his combat, his fight style. He was mainly fighting goons, just regular thugs in Gotham. And some people would say Twitch streamers in that final battle. but it's like we have yet to see this Batman go up against somebody who is also martial arts capable and can put up a good fight. To me, I think this only again highlights the Court of Owls, and I forget the name of their assassins, but the Court of Owls have these assassins. Chat, you let me know what their name is because I'm already forgetting. But these people right here, they are also skilled, trained combats. I think that's what we do. I think it's one of these fools that just Talons. Thank you guys. Talons. First one that did it right here was Nerd Dog. Talons, yeah. These fools are supposed to be like very well versed in martial arts. I think that again, people will complain and get mad if someone beats up Batman, but I feel again it is part of his learning curve. If he goes up against somebody that is more skilled in martial arts and whoops his butt, it's only going to make him then want to train and be better and prepared. And I think that'd be cool. Early on in the movie, Batman's unprepared, loses the fight, then he studies, prepares, does what Batman does, have his prep time, and then round 2 he just demolishes that Talon. That could be cool. But if not, who knows how he ends up this way? Maybe it could be a gang of goons gooning on Batman, right? That could be the case too. Either way, dude, just the idea of Batman bloody and beaten in the snow, that's going to be dope. That's going to be dope. Aside from that, though, Matt Reeves again was just having fun. Posted another photo of him with a jarrito. It's not exactly a jarrito, but it's one of the jarrito brands. I think Matt Reeves knows ball and was a 3C viewer and got that jarrito influence. You're welcome. Not really. But we got a POV of within the Batmobile. So I think I'd like to see that too. We only got shots of that the first time around. So super hyped. And it was also like look at the likes on this right here, guys. 200,000, 8 million views. Like the motion Matt Reeves has for just posting a test photo. People are excited for this. It was so nice to have this confirmation cuz yeah, like there was a part of my brain that's like what if they cancel the Batman? What if it actually doesn't happen or things move along like what's already been 5 years. It's going to be 5 years when the movie comes out. It's like that's a long time. A lot has happened. Uh and DCU Batman around the corner, there was some uncertainty, but something like this lets me know it's not canceled. It's still coming, and we can point and laugh at all those who said that they were going to cancel this movie. And also, competition is good. James Gunn sees the motion Matt Reeves has, the excitement people had online. Whenever he's finally locking down DCU Batman, which he is definitely taking his time with, in terms of writing and all that, he knows he's gonna be obviously compared to Matt Reeves' version. So hopefully it actually compares. But you guys let me know. What did you think of these test photos? Of course, I want to speculate and say I wish the villain was Mr. Freeze. I mean, I get people all the time, but you can't do him. Yes, you can. You could do Mr. Freeze. Let me look up. Let's see if anyone on YouTube has created a freeze gun. Let's just see. Freeze gun. Let's just see. And this is okay. Well, this is like an ad. Let's do real how to make an ice blast. There's got to be somebody with an actual freeze gun. Okay. Freeze gun real. I feel like I'm a 10-year-old. Spider-Man real. Let's look him up. Did this guy actually make one? Oh, bro's definitely Mr. Freeze. Hello, Batman. Hey, look, he did it. Okay. Now, for this to work, you need Batman to stay still. So, Mr. Freeze, let's hope Batman decides to test it out with you. But I think you could exaggerate this into a grounded way where you have this and like Mr. Freeze has some nitrogen tanks on his back. It's connected to a hose and he's just spraying really hard. I think you could do a grounded version of Mr. Freeze with something like this. The Terrifier 3 ice gun, you're right. That's something right there. But I think a lot of people would want, the Heart of Ice story and the involvement of Mr. Freeze's illness and him trying to cure his wife. And maybe that's then where it gets too jumbled and it doesn't work. But I don't know. You could just make it maybe not as nice, but I don't know. She has cancer and they need money. Mr. Freeze is stealing money with his ice cut. I don't know. I'm not, Matt Reeves, you will cook something up better. Like, I'm still just not. I'm hoping it's not Hush. It's looking like it'll end up being Hush because that was heavily teased the first movie. And Matt Reeves has said that the villain of this movie is someone that we haven't seen done before. In live action, it hasn't been. We haven't seen Hush yet. So I really wouldn't want it to be Hush. But because it's Matt Reeves, it'll probably be good. So I'll accept it and I'll shut up whenever it gets announced. But I just really hope it's not Hush, you know? Tell the clip. What do you mean, bro? Tell the clip. So yeah. You guys let me know who you guys think it is. Unk yapping about Hush. Yes, I'm yapping about Hush. Hush should be the third. No, the third movie. I think the third movie has to be Joker, right? I know people don't like Barry Keoghan's Joker right now, but I feel like Matt Reeves could. It's a deleted scene. He has time to switch up the design. I think Barry's acting is good. And we still haven't seen him in his full suit. We don't know what his suit looks like, and he is in prison, so maybe his face is going to be painted white. All I'm saying is I feel like the third movie is, if we get there, which hopefully, right? I think the third movie is Joker. You eventually just got to do a Joker movie. And it'll probably be Arkham Asylum inspired, where I think it'll be like a ton of villains from the prison let loose. And it'll be, or it could be Batman stuck on Arkham, like the Arkham game. I don't know. We'll see. Some tired of realistic Joker. Yeah, I kind of do like the State Farm Joker. Was actually kind of a good look. I like the State Farm Joker. Like, that's low-key. I wouldn't mind that. Let's just do that. I think it'd look cool. But yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts on everything. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, that was the end. That's what we had. What do you guys want to talk about? What do y'all want to do? All right, let's see what's the Reddit's. Oh, geez, we forgot about this. Come watch the 3C video. Thank you for opening Jesse's eyes. What was that? Can we go back to that? I want to know what was up with that photo. Okay, new look at. Let's see what the. Bro, they blocked it. This is a photo of Toy Story, and Twitter's own said, no, that's corn. That's bad. That's what? Oh, you cannot. Because I know I was going to get Chris. Your mind is just dirty. There's Toy Story. It's a kid's. The own AI filter had to censor this image saying adult content. Lily pad, no. That is just an unfortunate photo. I think it's obviously like it's probably from like a 30-second ad or a 10-second ad, and someone just snapped it at the wrong time, because it looks like this Roomba's taking our toys while Lilypad's following them. But wild that, like, why did this get censored? Literally my face is that explains the new PG rating. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's still rumored, it's not official yet, but Toy Story might be the first PG movie in the Toy Story world. All the other movies have been rated G, which is just general audience, which is like the most kid-friendly a movie can be. And now PG, that's parental guidance. So that's still very kid-friendly. A lot of kid movies are PG, but that just means they're doing a little bit more. Or maybe you should have a parent there. Yeah. These replies, though, that is wild. Oh, everybody just. Okay, they censored that. Gonna have to see what was up with that later. But yeah, let's back here. Chris is dreaming every night. Dang right. You want this Funko Pop? You're gonna have to. The boys has. I've been liking The Boys, but man, I just can't get over how much this season is just setting up the prequel series. And Soldier Boy feels like a completely different character. I'm not understanding unless there's like a big reveal coming. I'm not understanding Soldier Boy's motivations right now with Homelander. It feels so out of convenience just to get the show going. Am I the only one? Someone said Bootylander, Goonlander. It's a good no, it's still good, and there's still a lot of nice stuff, but it's just like I said, yeah, okay, nobody, okay, we'll continue it on. You better not forget about us. Now I'm not famous. It was definitely eye opening, and I can't wait to show you guys the footage of all that. It was crazy. I did it. Chris poses after murdering a circus. Yeah, just all these dead people. I did it. That was so fun. That was so fun. Someone said, "Is Unk washed?" What does that mean? Oh, because I repeat. Is it my repeat photos? I get. Funny that you noticed that. I was like, I wonder if anybody notices that. It's just I get lazy to put on a black shirt and then do my poses and then take. And there's also only so many poses you can take for. Oh, I like this movie. Oh, this movie was weird. This movie was scary. Let me be. All right. I'll take a new batch of photos and we'll wait to recycle. But yeah, I have just like a stock of photos in my phone. I just cuz one day I just sat here and I went and I was like, "All right, those will be my photos for the next 10 years." Someone said never noticed. Okay, good. Some of you are normal. Someone said Mr. Beast off photo thumbnails. Unsubbing. No, please. I'll take new photos. I'll take new photos. All right. I'm deleting all the old ones and I'm creating a new batch. I hate y'all. The way you noticed that. That's so funny. Where's my ukulele? I need to make an apology. This is not Greg Wayne's. Oh yeah. I remember you saying that and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's just Marlon. Oh, oh my god, it's it. Super bad reference. Okay. Oh yes, this is cool. Chat, let's do that Would that be fun? Let's do that right now. Maybe we could do that'd be a fun thing we can do. Okay, if you guys don't know what this is, so with Lego Batman, which dude, I'm getting more and more excited, and no promises because I have to check my schedule, and it's a lot of effort to be sitting here for like 7 hours to play a video game while I have a baby downstairs. But I might stream it on the channel. Because this game just looks so good, so exciting. But anyways, right now they're holding a contest where you can pitch your own Batman villain, and if you're selected, if you win, your villain will then be a DLC in Lego Batman, and they might even use them in the comics and all this stuff. So I definitely want to do this, and I was like, let's just do it right now. Let's just do it together and let's practice. I say I want to be a creative mind. Let's get creative on here. DC build. Sorry, I'm trying to see the URL. Buildingbaddc.com. Okay. Buildingbaddc.com. It's probably not even going to pop up, but let's see. All right, we did it. Agree. Okay. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Oh, okay. Well, that didn't work. Games. Let's see if I can find the link. Come on, come on. If anybody does have the link, point me to it, y'all. I want to do this. Did that not work? It said right there. You know what? I'm just going to QR code it, and then I'm going to copy and paste it. There we go. All right. Become an architect behind the DC's next Batman villain. We have to do this we have to get in the right mindset. Underneath the bridge, come on, call my name. All the will cry. Let's do it. Become. Did my mouse just die? What the heck? My mouse just died. Pretty unfortunate time for my mouse to die. Okay. No! Alright. I'll be right back. Alfred, I told you to charge these whenever I'm out of the Batcave. Gotham can't be saved if I don't have a mouse, Alfred. Alright, Alfred. We're back in business. Turkey on rye, Alfred. Cut the corners. Batman doesn't like them. Okay, enough. Grown man, by the way. No, grown bat, by the way. Rachel! Rachel! Okay, enough. I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's build them. Okay, I'm ready. How do we do this? So it says sweepstakes. For the first time ever, one lucky winner will have the chance to help create a new DC Batman supervillain debuting in the pages of DC Comics and appearing in the highly anticipated Lego Batman. The winner will, okay, well, we know that. How to enter. Simply fill out and submit the sweepstakes on the form page. That's all it takes. Okay, that's all? What about my pitch? Okay. I'm giving away my secret identity. Everybody turn away. Computer, activate privacy mode. Computer almost wrote my actual last name. That would have been bad. Okay, computer, let's go in. All right. Give my actual birthday. Figure out how unk status I am. 95, February the 6th. I was born on a Monday, like the Solomon Grundy poem. All right. And then 3C film review at gmail.com. I confirm my eligibility. I would not like to receive updates. Batman doesn't do spam. Do you see, imagine me streaming Lego Batman and doing this the entire time? Peak, right? Peak. That's it? What about my pitch?
Show you something. It's something that you...
I don't get to pitch? I thought I was going to get to pitch. Aw. So what if I have a terrible idea? You're just going to accept it? It's just like, okay, what if we made him a plumber and he was like really into poop? Like just really into it, right? So you hire him, he posts his number all over Gotham, right? Stay with me. He posts his flyers, right? You got a plumbing problem. You need someone to help you. Hire the plumber. You call him, right? He shows up. And he's in your toilet, and he thinks you're fixing it, right? You're in your kitchen. You're like, oh, the guy's taking a while. Let me go check what he's doing. You take a peek, and bro is head first in the bowl, just. And you're like, what the hell? What's going on? Who did this? And then he hears you. He hears the creak because your floorboard's creaky. That's the next handyman you need to call. You need to get rid of that creak. It's very annoying. But he hears the creak. And then he pauses. He lifts his head from the bowl. He licks his lips. You can hear it. And then he turns ever so slowly. And the brown is all over his lips. And he just gives you a smile. And there's poo in the teeth. The plumber is born. Now, Lego Batman, can we make that happen? I feel like there's a story there. Jason Blum, call me up. I'm a creative mind. All on the spot. Let's see what the chat thought of that. Never mind. The plot is lost. The Backrooms. Bat 3C. Darkstorm, shitface. You just got shitface. Brother, what? I'm eating. But man, okay, Oscar worthy. I don't know. I feel like we could do something, but okay. Sorry guys, I thought I was gonna be able to like fill out a form, and I was gonna take it seriously. I wasn't gonna make Buttman or the plumber a real thing. I thought this was a fun exercise. So hey, if any of y'all also want to do it, there you go. Come up with your own Batman villain. Yart man. Click. I said I'm ready. It just takes me down here. And it just tells me to submit. It doesn't take me anywhere else. I click I'm ready, and it just tells me that. Just fill out your name, all that. Okay. So I guess I'll be reached out to, and they're gonna get the Batman villain that eats poop pitch. All right, let's see what else we got. Quitting streaming. Oh man. That's a rough photo, dude. That's a rough photo. All right, where else were we? Went through all this. All right. Cool. Man. Dead Meat Horror Awards. Thoughts on Crispy? Oh, I would love to. If Dead Meat reaches out, I'd like to hang out more with James and all that. In fact, it was funny because the other influencers who were at the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey set, they all got to hang out and do karaoke with James. I had not gotten to do any of that with James. So I would like to hang out with Mr. James. Lanterns. Oh, bro, get these guys out of my face. Although that weirdly fits. Nice horror collection. Good horror stuff. Good movies there, too. Oh, some nice books, too. You got VHSs, man. Sometimes I wonder if I should collect VHSs, but then I don't know. All right, good stuff. Oh, nice costumes. That's a good costume. You got some nice merchandise, too. Hugo Strange. Oh, come on. Don't do that. All right. When I was hoping this would be a meme. When my wife is upset with me, no smash, no smash. I wish I had the new Rockstar's flow to have my thumbnails be memes. But I definitely was thinking about that when I created the Star Fox one. No smash. Please, if you guys can spread that around Twitter whenever it's appropriate, don't just do it randomly. But if it makes sense within the context, please spam that underneath. No smash. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. What do we do? Super chat. I'm like, what do I do in my live streams again? Monarch season 2 review. I have not watched the final episode. It's funny because the whole week I was out at the UK. I had all my shows were in back order, so I had 2 episodes of From, 2 episodes of The Boys, the Invincible ended. What was the other show we were watching? But anyways, most of the week I was catching up on all the other shows. Monarch is the last one I need to catch up on, so I have not seen the final episode yet. But I'm hearing they do finally address what I've been talking about, and hopefully using the time travel stuff to use. So I'll get back to you on that. Have you had a chance to see Holcomb? Also, you've seen the marketing for Obsession. Upset, yes. Like I said, I'll have my review for Obsession after this stream. I'll be able to post that. Reed was able to finish that up, and I will use a brand new thumbnail photo. I won't just use the same old. I'll make a new photo just for you guys. But Hokum is on my list. I really want to see Hokum. There's a lot of movies I need to see, man. The drama just finally got on to digital, so I could watch the drama tonight at home. I want to see Hokum. People are raving about that Sheep movie with Hugh Jackman, Sheep Detectives. Hearing it's actually pretty good, so it's like, okay, actually, I have to see the Sheep murder mystery movie now. If anything, it'll probably have to be in a compilation video, which I was thinking about doing anyways. Because like I also saw the Apex movie. Was it called Apex with like what's his name? Taron Egerton and what was it? Not Emily Blunt. What's her name? Charlize Theron on Netflix. I have some thoughts about that. So that'll probably be like my catch-up review video where I'll review a bunch of movies that I've been late or missed on. So if there's any you want to be part of that list, let me know so I can add it. But I definitely want to try to watch Hokum this weekend. Would you rather see Star Fox without would you rather have Star Fox without illumination? I just want a good Star Fox movie, man. I think Illumination has the ability to do that. But I guess I kind of lost a little bit of hope with Galaxy. Not that Galaxy was terrible, but I was just like, I wouldn't mind seeing somebody else give it a shot. If you had the powers of any horror icon, what would it be? Oh, Freddy Krueger. I'll be in them dreams. Dude, that's just such a cool power. Just go into other people's dreams, manipulate them. I could do so much Inception-y. All the people that wrong me or bully me, I just Freddy Krueger them. Other than that, what other horror icons have like cool abilities? I mean, unless you're thinking of like regeneration with like, is Art the Cloud have regeneration? Not really. And then some they don't even regenerate; they just stay alive. Like I mean, Jason's whole body is like his ribs now, and his whole skeleton is out, and he's still alive. But who wants that? I don't know. I mean, Pennywise? That's kind of shapeshifty. I guess he could maybe do some dream stuff too. But I'd go Freddy Krueger. I think Freddy Krueger is the best one. Hellraiser, what is his powers? Just like torture you in a weird way? I don't know. I'm going Freddy. Did you predict the third 28-year later film will get made and released? I'm nervous about every day that passes with no update given. I hate to say it, I really do, but if it does happen, it's going to be one of those things that happens like 5 years later. It sucks, man, because I really wanted to see the end of that trilogy. I hope they actually get to making it, but right now it is not looking good. It is not. I think the big problem was they had the last two 28 movies too close to each other. I think when that other movie came out, which was good, and I think even better than the first one they put out, which I thought, not the original first, but like the first one of the new series, and I really liked that first one. I thought the movie was good, but Bone Temple was like a step up. But they just released them a little too close to each other that when they came out, people were like, didn't this just already come out? Didn't this already happen? I don't know. But Bone Temple was awesome. I hope we get that continuation, but I don't know if I put my money on it happening. Hi, Chris. A few weeks ago, I made a 3C out of context video. Can you please watch a little bit of it? Stream worked very hard on it. Yeah, I'll watch a little bit of it. Is it in the same YouTube channel you got, buddy? The same Oscar one? I'm always down to see myself get incriminated. What is it? Oscar S24401. Okay. Let's see what they got here. Pirates. I just don't like pirates. I just don't find pirates interesting. With heated rivalry, I hate gay people. It's way out of context. I couldn't give blood because I had sex with someone who does marijuana.
Streets ain't what they used to be. We just gotta stick together out here. Cause we're family.
I need to do more cringy stuff like that.
Hey, you come here often? Yeah.
Oh, ese longe. Moco.
Oh, damn it. I'm out of toilet paper again.
It is time.
I don't... Why do I have the body shape of a baby?
Mom, I wet the bed.
Oh, the killer whale got me.
How you do it?
Crazy. Just let him be Mexican. And let Pepe Le Pew grab some skunk's ass.
Where's your rope, Ignacio?
It was stinky. But these are my recreational clothes. You like?
That's how it's done in these streets.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, that's 20 minutes, though. We're not going to watch it all, but if you want to, right here on Oscar's channel. Good fun stuff. Good fun stuff. Dude, I need to do more cringy stuff. I've gotten to. Hey, I'm serious now. I'm a 30-year-old man. I can't be doing that stuff. Hey, get out of here. I gotta let the cringe roll sometimes. Okay. Thoughts on Kripke's response to Boys filler? I don't think the show has been filler. I think there has been things going on. Filler isn't the problem to me. Genuinely, I think the main issue I'm having with this season of The Boys is that it's feeling way too much like setup for their prequel show as opposed to wrapping everything up. I'm telling you, Soldier Boy to me feels so different this season and not like the character they had set up whenever he was introduced in, I think it was season 3. And I'm hoping there's like some reveal. Like there's a lot of theories that like Stormfront was actually Homelander's mom, and Homelander is actually like the son of Soldier Boy and Stormfront, and that's why he's starting to get soft on Homelander, not because so much it's his son, but because it's the last piece of Stormfront that he has, and he really loved Stormfront, or her name at the time, Liberty. But other than that, I'm just like, I don't know. It's still good. I still like it. But yeah, and everybody's like, but that would mean, and the boys would do that, man. Homelander banging mama. But again, that's just a theory. I don't know if that ends up being true. I felt bad also for the way they did Black Noir. I was like, I thought there'd be more to it. The Deep, hey, bro. Whenever it's the Deep's time, it needs to be tragic because the man is on way past due time. Know what I'm saying? Okay. What would you say is your favorite and least favorite movie of the year so far? Banana. Favorite movie of the year thus far. That's why this is a time where I wish I kept up with my letterbox, because then I could just open up my account and see my ranking. Maybe that's what I need to do tonight when I lay in bed, instead of thinking of all the things and achievements I could be doing and I'm not. I'll be updating my letterbox. Bone Temple was up there. Project Hail Mary was definitely up there as one of my favorites of this year. Obsession really up there. Well, okay. I just named you 3 that are up there: Bone Temple, Project Hail Mary, Obsession. Now, bottom least favorites. Thrash. I don't think I've seen that one. Let me go to my channel. Let me see what I've been reviewing. I have the mind of a goldfish now that I'm older. Okay. The Mummy was a slight disappointment, but it wasn't like the worst thing. Ready or Not, no. I liked Undertone. Oh, Scream 7 would be at the bottom, unfortunately. Psycho Killer was not all that great either. Oh, The Strangers, of course. Strangers, Scream 7, and I guess Psycho Killer. Least favorite thus far. All right. How do you think they fix MJ2 with the allegations? If by fix you mean like get around the legal loophole or the legal reason they can't address the victims, well, I think it was just that one victim. So I think the only other way to get around it is talk about the other victims, and I guess just imply the first one or the main one, the big one, if that's what you mean by fix. Other than that, I mean, I don't think you sugarcoat or run away from that stuff. You got to do it head on with the facts presented. But I just think that if they can't talk about that first allegation or that big one, well, then they talk about the other ones. Uploaded review. Gonna watch it next weekend. Awesome. Thank you, Reed. Appreciate it. I'll get that posted after today's stream. How is your time on the island? Never. I haven't even been to Hawaii. Were you able to read the full Blood and Honey 3 script? If so, what did you think about it? What would you say? I admittedly only really read the parts I was in. I get one line in the movie. But it's a hopefully they keep it. It's a good moment. It's a good line. I was very honored to get that line. And then I have a scene that I think will live in infamy with me, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. But I like the idea of where they're headed, and there's some parts of it where I don't know if it's official information or not, but the story and where it takes place on the timeline is not what you expect. The whole reason the animals are in the creatures are at the circus, I like. And then there's some really cool kills. Rabbit has like a really crazy kill that I got to see in the movie, and they're going for like the Terrifier type of bloody practical effects. It looks gnarly, so hopefully you guys like it. I believe it's supposed to come out this year in October, but we'll see. Fans hating on the new RE movie are the minority of the Resident Evil movie and the loudest. Somehow RE is one of the best games. It also has no connection to previous games except the third, but the essence is horror. Yeah, I don't even think it's so much the story. I think people just want to see Leon, right? I mean, that's what I gather. People just want to see Leon or those other characters from the game. But I think what Zach Krager is going to do is going to be awesome, hopefully. And I think it'll put to rest a lot of the people complaining. Hey, Chris, I just wanted to say hi and how much your content brings me to my a smile to my face. Hope you keep making content until you're 9. That's the plan, man. It feels a little late now, but I still kind of want to do it. Is my 10-year anniversary video sometime this month, even if it's a little late. And to kind of just talk about like the goals I have for the channel, what I still want to do, how much things have evolved and grown, talk about stuff. I mean, I'll also admit sometimes it's a rough week. This week was a little rough, because I was just excited to get back into the content, and just being honest with you, I put out 2 videos of unpopular opinions where I got a lot of hate, but I mean that just happens with the internet, because like I mentioned to y'all, I was a little underwhelmed with Daredevil season 2. A lot of people did not like that opinion from me, and they let me know it. And then with Mortal Kombat 2, I was also a little bit more negative than others, and people were not happy with that. And it's kind of the thing where I like sit back and tell myself, it's like, this is how I truly feel though, or am I just becoming grumpy? And I know some people will be like, no, you're just becoming grumpy. You are. Like, I don't think I am. I think I'm being honest with myself, and I'm not trying to how do I say it? Pander to the positive opinion online. I'm trying to be more honest and stand on what I actually believe. But there is a part of me that I don't want to become the grumpy guy. I don't want to, because I've seen it happen to a lot of my favorite creators, movie creators. Or I think it's just with age, or you get older and you start thinking everything sucks and everything was better when you were a kid. Well, it's like, that's just some nostalgia goggles. But I see it a lot with people I like and admire, where they're just like, this sucks. They don't do it right. And, it's just kind of like, well, does it? Or do you just miss the way movies made you feel when you were 10 and had no worries and struggles, right? So, yeah. I always just like also being honest with y'all. This is my therapy. Cool. Let's move on. Can you send a strong worded message to people who pass gas freely? Oh my goodness, does that happen to you? I mean, it's probably happened to all of us, and we either don't know it or we kind of ignore it. But dude, I would hate that. Oh, that's gross, right? And it's other people that are ruining the movie theater experience, right? I think sometimes you want to go to the movies and have a great experience with others, and you have that communal like hype or a clap or sadness feel. But when you get that stinky person or that nasty individual in your theater, man, you're like, I could have just watched this at home in my pajamas with some DoorDash, the way the movie gods intended. We'll see. I hope theaters don't go out of business, though. Are you getting the anniversary? Oh, yes. Yes, buddy. When I saw that anniversary popcorn bucket, yeah. I'll wait to show it, though, till it comes out. I missed out on the Shrek one because I was out of town when that one was being released, but the Space Jam one definitely have to grab. Can you rate all the Dragon Ball anime arcs? Oh my, I'll try to do like the top one. That'll be a hard one. But my favorite ones, Dragon Ball arcs. Okay. Jeez, there's so many of them. Okay. I guess I'll try. Okay, let's start at the bottom. My least favorite arc, I'm not gonna lie, it might be the Burris one. It's cool because it introduced a lot of stuff, and it brought us the gods. It set the series on a new path and some new interesting things. But I wasn't too crazy about it. Same with Resurrection F. That would be my next one, where it's just so much of a repeat, and I don't know why we keep going back to Frieza. Yes, her ties to the Saiyans and all that, but if you're not gonna let Vegeta finally give the final blow and kill Frieza, because he's honestly the one that deserves it most to kill Frieza, then I don't know why we keep bringing her back, Someone said crazy. Oh, it's already hot takes? Oh, okay. Well, those two at the bottom for me. Then it's really hard to say from there because I liked a lot of the other arcs. I still think all the Z arcs, maybe for nostalgia, will be above the Super arcs. But I thought the first tournament, the pre-tournament, and the actual tournament were good. I do think, although cool storyline and nice to bring Trunks back, I did feel like the Goku Black storyline felt rushed and not as impactful. I know people hate on the Majin Buu one, but I love a lot of the Majin Buu one. But I guess the top ones, I'll go Namek is probably top. Oh no, I like this. It's either Namek or Cell saga that I like as my top. And then Buu, and then probably the Saiyan saga. Those are mine. Okay, Frieza is a he, sorry. I admittedly my whole I know Frieza is a he, but come on, that voice. And I mean, hey, do you see a dong? Huh? Do you see a dong? Unless it's that tail, to me, Frieza's always been a chick. Because would I? I don't know, monkey. Just kidding. But yeah, it always surprised me as a kid when we were like, Frieza's a guy. And I was like, well, with that voice? I think it's more menacing if it's a girl. But yeah, that voice is crazy. Monkey. The Oswald the Lucky Rabbit live action show is moving good as they hired CPA Studios, the same studio who created the movie Claws, is doing the 2D character animation. I'm very curious about this show. If you guys don't know, so the Lucky Rabbit is a show with Jon Favreau, I believe, is directing it. And the set photos of it kind of intrigue me. Okay, so I might be wrong on this. You guys will have to let me know because I'm not perfect on the lore. I did go back and play what was it? Magic Mickey, or what was it? Mickey's Magic, what the storyline that had it, but Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was the original Mickey Mouse. When I say original Mickey Mouse, this was supposed to be the original mascot for Disney. But then again, I'm not too clear on the details. It's been a while since I read up on it. But something happened and Walt Disney lost the right to Oswald. It got taken away from him and he was devastated, hurt, because he really wanted this to be the Mickey Mouse for the Epic Mickey. Thank you. That's the name of the game. He wanted it to be the mascot. And well, it didn't work out. And then we got Steamboat Willie, which is the early version of Mickey Mouse. And then the rest is history, right? Well, it looks like this Oswald show might actually give us, and that's kind of what Epic Mickey it did story-wise, is like, what if Mickey was the bad guy in Oswald's eyes because he stole his life, he stole what was supposed to be his, and it looks like that's maybe what they're going to do in the show here. So I'm trying to look up the set photos because they were everywhere. So here we have, like, I think this is like the CGI, like the stand-in, the way you see like the Sonic figures whenever they make the Sonic movies. But they have here home of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. And they were filming like inside Disney Disneyland or Disney World, whichever one. And there was a lot of like memorabilia of like Oswald, like the park was Oswald and it had all his stuff. So I don't know. It kind of seems like an interesting story on it. Let me see. Is there more photos? I kind of like that. I'm curious how that'll turn out or what that'll mean. Look, he's right there, little tiny, little Oswald. So I don't know if this is him like entering a world where then he didn't have the mascot name and everything got taken away from him and he does see Mickey as like the bad guy. or something else. But yeah, see, he's filming today. We'll be on location. I'm trying to find those photos where you could see some crazy stuff going on. Catherine Hahn is also in it. Okay. History. I don't know, but yeah, that looks cool. Sorry, I just went on a tangent, but I'm curious about that. I'm curious about where that goes. But also because it's a Disney Plus show, and Disney Plus shows just rely on IP, which I get it. You know, Mickey Mouse, Oswald, kind of an IP story, but it's like the way you go to Netflix to watch a brand new show that is not based on anything and can just be like a murder mystery, you don't have that same in on Disney. If you go to watch a Disney Plus show, it's because, oh, it's a Marvel show, it's a Star Wars show, or they have my old Disney shows on there. You never go on there to watch an original thing unless it's like connected to Hulu, right? Okay. Hey, Chris, just wanted to show love. Well, thank you so much, a Space Cadet. Tier list in Reddit. Oh, what the heck? What's the tier list? What's this spoiler? Peppa Pig movie spoiler. Is that a spoiler? They're on a thing? Boom. You're looking for this? I didn't see a tier list on here, buddy. But I'll keep an eye out. 3C lore on your worst experience in a cinema. Thank you for entertaining us. Yeah, I've talked about it before. It was just the time I had a guy just put up his bare feet, stinky feet, and I had to just see them from the corner of my eye on the screen. I hated that. Other than that, I mean, I've had the usual people on their phone in front of me blasting the light, and I'm like, can you turn that off? I've had people who were talky and noisy, but nothing too wild or crazy, thankfully. I think a lot of my experiences are unfortunately pampered because most of the time now when I go to the theater, it's through a press screening. And so it's other members of the press, and they're pretty strict about professionalism or just acting right in a setting. Sometimes they'll bring in regular people to come in, regular people like we're so special, but they bring general audiences in there to fill in the seats, and they still behave. So yeah. Hey, Chris, hope your day is going good. I just saw that Alan Cummings said that there will be a secret character in Doomsday. Who do you think they will show up? I mean, he might be talking about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I don't think he keeps up with all the news and everything, but like he's one of the most heavy rumored characters in the movie that hasn't been officially announced. Before that, it was people like Chris Evans as Steve Rogers, but now he's announced and he's confirmed. So I'm thinking he probably means Tobey, Hugh Jackman. I don't know who else. Cars prequel or sequel about Chick or King? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I know them cars. Chick. Oh, this one's okay. Him or King? Okay. Oh, okay. Is that the older guy? Oh, this one? You know what? Him. I like his vibe. Sure. By the way, have you seen any of the Cabin Fever movies? I think I've only seen the first one. Are the rest worth watching? Was it Cabin Fever movies? I hear the rest ones kind of suck, don't they? How many are there? Cabin Fever franchise. So there's Cabin Fever. Okay, I remember being okay with the first one. Now it's directed by Eli Roth. I don't mind Eli Roth. Well, Ty West did the second one? Oh, well, now I got to check out this second one. I like Ty West. He did the Pearl trilogy. Cabin Fever, Patient Zero, and then Cabin Fever. Okay, Eli Roth produced. Okay. I mean, I always liked me a series with multiple movies. That was my thing as a kid. If I found like a horror franchise that had like 4 movies, I'd be like, my weekend is set. I'm watching all these, baby. Okay, cool. You have to talk about Narnia and the Netflix theater. Oh, I mean, yeah, I think it's awesome. Narnia is going to be like the first Netflix movie to actually get a theatrical release. I know there's been some Netflix movies that end up going to theaters, but that's not but it's usually like 1 weekend, 2 at the max, and it's very limited, only certain theaters. The Narnia movie by, is it, oh, I forget her name, Greta Gerwig, is going to be the first like Netflix wide release movie where it's going to be like in most theaters. Big push for it because Netflix, after losing out on Warner Brothers, they're like, you know what? Let's dip our toes into the theatrical system, see if it's worth it, if it's all right. I think it's only smart if Netflix can swing the money. It's been proven through research. Movies that go to theaters are looked at as more valuable and high quality content when it goes to streaming. That's not to say that those movies are better because they went to theaters, but audiences look at them as higher quality because it's like, oh, I could have paid 20, 40 bucks, whatever it costs to take my family to go to the movies to see that, or it's right here on the streaming service I'm already paying monthly for free. I know you're paying monthly for it, but you get the feeling that it's free when it's right there and available to you, right? So that premium feel, I think, is something Netflix should strive for, even if they don't make as much money when they go to theaters and all that. I think it's still worth just having your Netflix movies feel like, oh, this was in theaters. This is an exclusive kind of movie, you know? All right. Sheep Detective shows that 2026 is looking to be the year of movies people thought would suck only to actually be surprisingly good. Meanwhile, movies that had a lot of hype end up being disappointed. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the hype is with the Sheep Detective, because when I first saw the plot for that, I was like, sheeps that solve a mystery. Okay. I guess I'll see it. If you ever plan on selling your own merch, you should make clothing, including a t-shirt that has a picture of you with a flashlight in the dark with a text that says, "Hello? Can you guys hear me?" Thoughts on The Boys? Oh, dude, that's awesome. I missed out on tickets, though. Those things sold out quick. I love this thing that they're doing with like the big finales in theaters. I think that's cool. And that's what you want too, right? Is like being in the community of people who see the show, and hopefully y'all like clap, you cheer, and you have a big moment. And hopefully that finale's good. Hey, Morris, what's your favorite type of color in neon? Like light sky or light city background? Neon green? What was I supposed to answer with that? I don't know. Can't wait to see what kills they come up with for Terrifier 4. We definitely got to have a kill involving fireworks. Yeah, I agree. Fireworks has to be a thing. It has to be a thing. Welcome back, Chris. I hope you didn't mind me borrowing your studio while you were gone. Was worth getting broke. 5 films. Can't wait to see you in Dead Meat's Kid. Dude, that's one of the things I'm excited about. I'm so happy I'm going to be featured on Dead Meat's. Hopefully he knows who I am and he doesn't just go, "This random guy gets killed. All right, moving on." I was like, say who I am, James. Acknowledge me. Been a fan for 2 years and love the content. Hope this isn't disrespectful, but I avoided your videos at first because I was nervous about spoilers. Have you thought about adding spoiler free to the title or thumbnails? I think most of my audience knows like the ... review are spoiler free. Adding that more just adds to the confusion. Just lengthens the title, especially if it's a long title and all that. But I mean, just know the ... reviews are supposed to be spoiler free. I know sometimes maybe I hint a little too hard, but it's because I'm trying to get in depth with the review. Have you seen? No, I haven't. I want to see it though. People are raving about it. Saw a little girl holding a Chucky doll at work the other day. Should I be worried? LOL. Can't wait to see your cameo in Blood Honey. I mean, to be safe, I would have just punched her. If it was me, just to be safe, right? Can't take no chances, man. That could have been Charles Lee Ray in that body. Have you seen the new Drewski skit about British actors? It's hilarious. It's on Twitter. No, I haven't. I have not yet. I got to check that out. I do like me a Drewski sketch. 6-year follower here. Does Battinson get a Robin or no? Does Mr. Freeze make his debut in the Batman 2? Love you, Chris. Keep up the great work. You know, I would have loved Robin to be part of it. I just don't know how they do it. If they do, it's going to be in such a grounded, probably not even in a costume way. But I would love Robin to be part of the Battinson universe. I just don't think it will. I think it's more likely you'd get a grounded Mr. Freeze than a Robin right now. But hey, we're being promised a Robin in the DCU Batman, and I want to see what that ends up being. Whether Damian or, one of the earlier Robins. What's your all-time favorite MCU movie? Probably my personal favorite, and I know it's not the best one, but my personal favorite, Captain America: First Avenger. I love that one, man. That one's the most rewatchable to me. Anytime it's on TV, I'm just watching it, and the ending of that movie hits like a gut punch. Just, I had a date. Oh, no smash, Peggy. Too far. Chris, if you had to cast someone to play Batman in the DCU right now, who would it be and why? I've said it, Jake Gyllenhaal. He's got the range. He can be a campy. He can be a serious Batman. I think he'd be a perfect Batman, but probably won't be him. But I like Jake Gyllenhaal's Batman. Thoughts on first look at SFTSU? Huh. Gonna have to help me out here, chat. What is SFTSU? SFTSU. What? Oh, Stuart is the Big Bang Theory spinoff. Is that what we're talking about? Stuart fails to save the universe. I have not actually watched the first look of it, but I think this is such an odd premise for a show. I don't understand how this show is going to work or what goes on in it. But if you guys don't know, this is part of the Big Bang Theory cinematic TV universe. I don't know what you call it. So we have the Big Bang Theory, then you have Young Sheldon, and I enjoyed Young Sheldon quite a lot actually. And then right now they're on George and Mandy, which I also am kind of enjoying. And it's a simple little show that I can watch with my breakfast in the morning with my lady. We're enjoying it. But now this wildly different show called Stuart Fails to Save the Universe, where if you remember, Stuart's character owned the comic book shop, was a failure at life, nothing went right for him. Something happens where he's going to like go through the multiverse and through time, and now he has to save the world. I don't know how this makes sense. But okay, the Bangiverse, as someone in the chat just called it, that's what it is. We'll see how that goes. I'm willing to check it out. But yeah, what an interesting world with all these different spin-off shows. Okay. New scary movie look from Paramount. Pick August Enger. Scary movie. I have liked a lot of the new photos. I wasn't a big fan of the way they recreated the OG poster. Just a lot, so digital, so photoshopped. Like, is it really that hard to just make them sit somewhere and take the photo? Everybody looks so poorly photoshopped in, especially Brenda and Sydney. But whatever. At least they actually did the pose, right? Other than that, I mean, just a lot of other crazier photos. Good stuff. 3C, have you seen Funny Games or Sinister? I saw Funny Games a long time. Well, it depends which Funny Games, because then there are like two versions. I saw Funny Games long time ago as a kid when I was like going through my what horror movie should I watch, and I think Funny Games was one that came up. Do not remember much about it, but I do remember being creeped out. And then isn't there like a remake of this version, an American version, or is that the one they always talk about making but it hasn't been made yet? Funny Games 2007. So they made one. I don't think I saw that one. But yeah. Yeah, I like Sinister. Sinister got me hard in that theater. Pause. Let me finish the sentence. Sinister scared me hard with the lawnmower scare. Dude, that's one of the biggest jump scares I ever had in the movie theater, dude. Just on that big wide screen, and I'm there watching, following this lawnmower, and then yeah. That was a good one though. Are you going to be streaming we just talked about again, no promises and no way I can do the whole game again just because of my responsibilities as a father with my son, but I don't mind playing the first couple of hours on stream, and if you guys are okay, maybe I could do at least 2 streams of it, but I actually am really excited for this. It looks like a lot of fun, really enjoyable, and if you guys can handle me in the Batman mask I put it right now on Yoshi and I can't take it off. If you guys can handle me in that Batman voice, I'll definitely do it. Alfred, get my brick Lego. Hey 3C, I've missed the last 3 weeks, sadly, but I wanted to show my love. I'm a big fan of Big Bang Theory shows and was wondering if you had any thoughts on We just talked about it, man. I think it's a wild show that they're doing. I'm willing to give it a chance, but I don't know if it's going to be my kind of cup of tea. Nah, bro, Steve gonna get sued for that lava chicken. Yeah, he definitely like, what is this real chicken? It's video game chicken. Steve, lava chicken. Yeah, it's tasty as hell. Have you seen the Chucky movie idea posted on Reddit? Like my Reddit or any Reddit? I have not seen this. I'll try. How do I just search on here? What am I on new? Let's go hot. What's hot in the 3C Reddit? Jesus. I don't see any Chucky ideas, my friend. I don't see any Chucky ideas. Sorry, my friend. Chris, we need you to dress up as Jean Grey for Brand New Day. I think I'd rather be Punisher. The Boys finale is getting a theater release. I told you it would happen. You said it wasn't. Every series finale is getting theater. You're right. I was wrong. I'm going to cancel my channel. I'm going to send you the passwords, and you have my life now, Joshua Otanyo. You were right. I'm surprised they did it, but that's good. The only reason I'm surprised is just because I don't know how they divide up that money or how they get those funds. Because whenever they sell you a ticket for a TV show in a movie theater, it's not an actual movie ticket for the show or for the screening. You can instead get like a voucher for concessions and snacks. So I do wonder how they get paid for that. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Chris, not movie related, but I've seen you talk about Kanye songs. What's your top 5? I went to his concert in LA not long ago, and it was awesome. I mean, I enjoy a lot of his older stuff. I think if I had to pick, and separate obviously the art from the artist, Kanye did have some bangers, but I think my favorite album of his is Dark Twisted Fantasy. My Beautiful Dark. That's my favorite album. So pick any couple of songs from that album, and that's those are like my 5 favorite Kanye songs. So that's the album I have most in my playlist. Will Matt's identity reveal reset after? It could. It probably, and I hope so. I don't mind the direction and what they did with his reveal, and I think it'll make for a good season. But post Secret Wars, I kind of hope they reset that, just because I really enjoy the Matt Murdock lawyer side. And once he's gone to jail and been convicted as a felon, he can't be a lawyer anymore. And so it's like, there goes that aspect of Matt Murdock. But yeah, we'll see. Are you planning to see The Boys finale? I would have liked to, but I missed out on them tickets. How does your dad feel about being a grandpa? I'm sure he loves it. I mean, he comes and sees my boy every Sunday, and he loves it, and it brings him memories of when I was a baby. He gets very emotional and touchy. But yeah, I'm sure he enjoys being a grandpa. 3 shots in, taking 2 more, because you're in Winnie Pooh 3. Appreciate you. Showing some love. Thanks for being the best YouTube king. Thank you, man. It's so nice to hear you guys say that. Did you see Hokum? No, I want to, though, this weekend. That's in the Sheep Detective movie. The tier list was lower. It's in all caps on Reddit. Tier list was lower. It's in all caps on Reddit. I'm going to scroll a little bit more, and then I'll... I've scrolled for a good amount of time and have not seen one yet, unfortunately. What the heck? There's been some weird stuff posted while I was gone. Okay. Sorry, buddy. I'll keep an eye out. I bet you would be dragging out your role in the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movies, like how... Oh, dude, definitely. The way Penguin... But I actually have a better case. While Moist Critical was a background extra and was very vital to the Hunger Games franchise, I have genuine screen presence and I will be dragging it to the ground, the same as Ninja with the taper fade meme. My cameo in Winnie the Pooh Blooded Honey will be my low taper fade. You like quarters corridos tumbados? Órale? Is that a band? Is that a food? I guess I just lost my Hispanic card because I don't know. Here is something cringy. Perform the fusion dance. Oh my God. I could do it. Fusion. Ha. I'm not doing the full dance. I'm waiting till they announce that Dragon Ball live action movie. Because then I'm going to go crazy on this channel with all the news. Thoughts on Wolverine PS5? Wish they marketed it more. Yeah, is that still coming out this year? It has seemed kind of silent, but maybe they're just gearing up to when it's about to. I mean, like Lego Batman comes out in a week or two, and they've ramped up the marketing. So maybe that's just a strategy. Did you see the deep popcorn bucket? Oh, I did. And I plan to be deep in it. Look at newest to find Chucky movie idea. Also love your videos. Also love yours too. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. All right. As long as it's not too. I literally just did newest and I did. Oh, Chucky movie idea. Holy moly, buddy. Come on, man. You want me to just spend the next 30 minutes into all this reading? Computer, summarize all this for me. Or computer, show me Chucky's pee-pee. Based on the character Charlie, a side story happens between Curse and let's get to the plot. Let's get to Karen and Mike are together. Seems like very fan servicey fun. Opening credit sequence. Okay, I'm gonna say yes. 10 out of 10. Make it happen. I'll send this to Don Mancini today. Karen works in a kindergarten. Mike is now a private detective. The doll is old and gets replaced with a new modern tech. Yes, okay. So we have the buddy thing going on. You're a genius. Good stuff, buddy. Okay, I reposted it to the top in all caps. Okay, perfect. Reposted to the top in all caps. Jesus, everybody just yearning for the attention. Oh, was it this thing? All right. Where are you at? Let's go in presentation mode. Where's this at? Where's presentation mode? Okay, oh my God, but Jesus, some of y'all just want me to do homework assignments. I'm supposed to reminisce and think back to all the block. You're gonna have to give me time. I'll do this one next stream, but come on now. I'm supposed to sit here and go 2006. Ah, yes, I was 12 and learning to touch it. And that's when I enjoyed cars. Yes, I believe so. That's good. Buddy, come on now. You're giving me a homework assignment on stream. I'll save this for next stream. I thought it was going to be like, oh, just a little this. You want me to go with 20 years of blockbusters and go, all right, 2011. Okay. Well, I like Harry Potter and Cars was awesome. We're going to be here for hours, buddy. I have a life to get back to. If not, I can work on this. I'll do the homework, teach, and then I'll come back and explain myself. I love you and I appreciate all the effort, but this definitely is going to take longer than expected, though. But thank you. Okay, did you think whenever we get the finale to Wednesday or Invincible, they will get theater releases? There's a fandom for it. I'm sure they do. Again, I'd like to see how they get the profits for that, because I think the only real people benefiting, which is good, is the theaters. But I mean, out of just the kindness of their heart, you know, how does that money correlate? Because the reason they can't just sell a regular ticket and then give that money to like Amazon and all that is because then there's contracts. When you get a movie out there, there's deals in place for the director, the actors. They get this much money if the movie makes this much money. And for TV show, those kind of deals aren't in place. So it's like, how does that money get distributed? So I'm curious about that. And that's the only reason I say some places are hesitant to. But I don't know. Is Wednesday? No offense. Wednesday's kind of fallen off, isn't it? There was like a article that said Wednesday season 2 didn't perform. It got like half the views of season 1. If that trend continues, I don't know if it'd be worth it to put it out in theaters. Invincible definitely probably could if they keep the momentum, because every time Invincible's on, it just feels like it's on this rise and high. So that might be worth it. And Amazon has just shown that they're willing to do it, but who knows? You annoyed? I'm keeping asking about. No, keep asking about Ash Evil Dead. It keeps it in my mind. In fact, maybe that's what I'll do leading into the new Evil Dead movie, because it seems like there's some connections to Ash and Evil Dead, and I would like to get more into the Evil Dead world. Would you ever do movie meetups like John Campea? It was awesome meeting you at one in Dallas. I will say I am working with a sponsor for an upcoming movie where they want me to host a screening. It'll unfortunately be in Dallas, so sorry people in other places. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. So pretty soon I'm going to make a post either on my Instagram, I guess maybe also on the community page on YouTube. And then there'll be a link, and then if you're there, you're there. But as of right now, that'll be my testing the waters. I'm just scared as heck because you just never know, man. The world we live in, you never know. And I have a lot of controversial, crazy opinions. I'm not ready for that one psycho to go, oh, 3C's going to be there? Oh, okay, I know what I'm going to do with him. So yeah. But that'll be with testing my waters. All right, let's see what else we had. Talk about Long Legs 2 and Hocus Pocus 3. You're right, these movies did get announced. I forgot about it. So we are getting Longer Legs, which I wish I liked Long Legs. The movie, I think the marketing was good, but I was just not that into the movie itself. A good performances, great looking movie, but the story just didn't captivate me. I guess I was hoping for more something like Silence of the Lambs, Cat and Mouse, but it just wasn't there. Longlegs is definitely a character that has some potential. So if they could take what worked and actually just give us an eerie start to like his early killer days, because it seemed like he'd been active for a while. Well, yeah, I'd like to see Nick Cage go crazy. That's a crazy guy. Let me in now. Hocus Pocus 3. Wasn't a big fan of Hocus Pocus 2, so oh, okay, we'll see how that one goes. Happy Death Day 3, another one. I just barely liked the first one. I wish it was a little more horror-centric. The second movie went full sci-fi and random. I hope if the third movie leans more into the horror, I'll be into it. Two longs, two legs. Yeah, I'm interested in what they do, though, with Long Legs. If all out of those three, probably Long Legs 2 is the one I'd be most like, okay, let's see how that goes. You've seen Stranger Things, Tales from 85? No, and I probably don't plan to, unfortunately. It just does not look interesting to me, and all the people that I've seen talk about it just gave it bad reviews, so much other stuff to watch and catch up on. I probably just wait for like the new Rockstars video or the with the kill count. Will they do a kill count? Is there kills in it? Do you know the director of Obsession? Is that guy from the American High YouTube channel? My mind is blown. Oh yeah, I know. That's a bad idea. Curry Barker. Yeah, I've seen his skits, and it's awesome to see all that he's accomplished and stuff. And I can't wait to you guys see my review for Obsession. Did you ever watch Sailor Moon? No. I was like confused on what that I thought it was like a show for adults. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was that kind of show. I never got into Sailor Moon, but is it worth watching? My lady wants to watch more anime, and she like literally is like, should I watch that? I feel like I always see Sailor Moon. Would we actually? Does it hold up? Would it be fun to watch now? I'm curious. Someone said it's so bad. Oh. Did you hear that Michael, director, announced he will film the second movie in the end of the year or next year for a possible 2028 release? You told me it'll take 5 years. How dare you? Well, I guess I was wrong, man. I definitely I was wrong. I'm surprised that they're going to start that soon, but that's good. I was just like, who knows? It might take a while, but everything I say, Joshua, just ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Someone says Sailor Moon is kind of weird, like incest bat. Oh, okay. Well, we'll keep a lookout. Let's see. All right. Someone said you missed a super chat. Which one? I did see from Jack saying giving you one more just for kindness. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Thank you, buddy. We're meet up all that. I think I got everybody else. I don't see anybody else. Okay. That's the end of today's 3C Friday live stream. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and talking with me. You guys are awesome, wonderful people. Be sure stay tuned on the channel for more stuff. I will be posting my review for Obsession in the next like 30 minutes, so stay tuned for that. Love you guys' faces. Got to take some more poses. I'll do that. All right. You guys stay awesome. Till next time. Adios, amigos.